Chapter 1: The Comfortable Lie. Samantha Rhodes had been married to Daniel for 6 years. They met during college in North Carolina, fell in love quickly, and got married soon after graduation. Daniel was kind, loyal, and practical, a quiet man who worked in IT support. Samantha, on the other hand, was ambitious, charismatic, and driven. She worked as a project manager in a marketing firm in downtown Charlotte. They lived in a modest house in the suburbs. Everything on the outside looked perfect: nice neighbors, a well-kept yard, weekend trips to Home Depot. But inside, Samantha felt like she was drowning in predictability. She often questioned whether she loved Daniel, or just the comfort he brought. She didn't talk to anyone about these thoughts. Not her friends, not her sister, and certainly not Daniel. But someone else noticed. His name was Richard Caldwell, her boss. Chapter 2: Glances and Guilt. Richard was in his early 40s, 10 years older than Samantha. He was sharp, confident, divorced, and always carried a slight smirk as if he knew something others didn't. He managed the creative department with charm and authority. At first, it was harmless. Just a long glance during a team meeting. A compliment on her blazer. A late-night email that felt a little too personal. Samantha knew she should draw a line, but she didn't. Deep down, she craved attention. She wanted to feel seen. And Richard made her feel that way, like she mattered. One evening, after wrapping up a campaign presentation, Richard offered her a ride home. It was raining. Daniel was working late. She said yes. They didn't talk much on the drive. But before she got out of the car, he looked at her and said, "You deserve more than routine." That night, Samantha stared at the ceiling while Daniel slept peacefully beside her. The guilt didn't hit yet, but the thrill did. Chapter 3: The First Mistake. A few weeks later, during an out-of-town company retreat in Charleston, it happened. They had dinner with the team. Then drinks. Then more drinks. Laughter blurred into flirtation. Flirtation turned into isolation. And by midnight, Samantha was in Richard's hotel room, kissing a man who wasn't her husband. She didn't stop. She didn't even want to. In the morning, wrapped in unfamiliar sheets and regret, she whispered, "This can't happen again." Richard nodded but didn't promise. Back home, she avoided Daniel's eyes for days. He asked if she was tired. She said yes. He offered to cook. She declined. Samantha told herself it was a one-time thing. But it wasn't. Chapter 4: The Double Life. The affair continued in stolen moments, after work, in hotels, in Richard's office with the door locked. Samantha felt powerful and ashamed, alive and empty, all at once. Daniel noticed changes. Samantha laughed less. She stayed late more. She checked her phone obsessively. When he asked if something was wrong, she said she was just stressed. But Daniel was not a fool. One night, he checked her phone while she was in the shower. What he found shattered him: texts, photos, secret meeting times. He didn't confront her right away. Instead, he stared at the ceiling for hours, thinking about every birthday they celebrated, every inside joke, every morning coffee. Chapter 5: Discovery. The confrontation came on a rainy Saturday. They were in the kitchen. Samantha was making toast when Daniel quietly placed her phone on the table. "You love him?" he asked without emotion. Her hands froze. "What?" "You heard me," he said. "Do you love him?" Samantha didn't answer immediately. She looked at the floor. Then at him. "I don't know," she whispered. "It just happened." Daniel didn't yell. He didn't cry. He simply nodded and said, "I deserve better than it just happened." Then he walked out of the house. Samantha didn't stop him. Chapter 6: Shattered Glass. The weeks after the separation were blurred and cold. Daniel moved into a small apartment downtown. Samantha stayed in the house, alone with her thoughts. Richard became more present, checking in, bringing her wine, cooking dinner. But now that the secrecy was gone, so was the thrill. What was once exciting started to feel heavy. They argued more. Samantha missed Daniel's steadiness. Richard couldn't understand why she still talked about her ex-husband with sadness. "You got what you wanted," he said one night, frustrated. "I don't even know what I wanted anymore," she replied. Chapter 7: Truth and Distance. Months passed. Samantha finalized the divorce paperwork. Daniel signed without comment. Richard suggested moving in together. Samantha hesitated. "I need time," she told him. One night she called Daniel. Not to win him back, just to talk. Surprisingly, he answered. They talked for over an hour. About nothing. About everything. He didn't ask why. She didn't say sorry. But somewhere between silence and small talk, she cried. "I heard you," she finally said. "Yes," he replied. "But I won't let it destroy me." That night, Samantha stood by her window, holding a glass of wine and feeling the weight of all she'd lost. Chapter 8: New Lines. Samantha didn't move in with Richard. In fact, she eventually ended it. It wasn't love, she told him. It was escape. She started therapy. Took up journaling. Rebuilt her relationship with her sister. For the first time, she faced her loneliness instead of running from it. Daniel moved on. Slowly. He began dating a woman from his office. A school teacher. Sweet, kind, and drama-free. Samantha met them once at a cafe by accident. Daniel was polite, but distant. She smiled at his new partner and wished them well. It stung, but it was deserved. Chapter 9: Acceptance. 2 years later, Samantha was working as a freelance consultant, living in a downtown apartment with too many plants and a quiet cat named Murphy. Her days were peaceful. Her nights were reflective. She no longer checked Daniel's social media. She didn't drink too much wine. She didn't date men who made her feel seen only when they wanted something. She was healing, not perfectly, but honestly. Sometimes, late at night, she still remembered the kiss in the hotel room, the toast in the kitchen, the text Daniel had left her on the last day they lived together. "You didn't just break us. You broke the best version of you," she never replied. But she kept that message. As a reminder. As a lesson. The end.